problems and issues. Hello, welcome to part two. I was supposed to be paying attention to the time, I just completely didn't. Anyway, welcome to part two. I usually like to have a little separation because my phone automatically cuts the video off at 38 minutes and 48 seconds. Anyway, welcome to part two. Thanks for watching part one. Here we go. So yeah, we have a lot of good cards here. A really strong intellectual. Cups is usually the cups in the water element, or chalice, if you don't want to say cup. Is an heart, I think also. Is a emotional and relationship element. But here for our spread today and this week, I think that is represented through the wands, which is the fire element, um, which is travel, spirituality, and stuff like that. And if you're somebody like me who doesn't travel much, that could just mean, and maybe thanks to the internet, just kind of like a mental, instead of like a physical, I'm going to get on this airplane, I'm going to travel to this destination. It's more a mental enrichment, cultural differences and cultural enrichment type situation with these wands. So don't get too bogged down if you are not traveling a lot. That's not the point of tarot, not to make you feel bad about all that. Not to have a certain expectation of you and then say you did not meet that. That's not the point of tarot. So anyway, with that being said, our relationship element for this tarot card spread is the fire element, which is the wands, which I think is very interesting considering this shadow, daylight savings time theme we have going on. Being appropriate with our emotions and taking care of ourselves so our lunar and shadow selves aren't psycho. To put it bluntly. So our outside influence seems to be our hitch in the get along, our problem. Some would say the obstacle, even though I guess maybe not an obstacle, since we're in the obstacle spot in that tarot card. So this Page of Cups, easygoing for this Page of Cups. This Page of Pentacles. Easygoing for this Page of Pentacles, which, no. Oh my gosh, this is the Ace. So the Ace of Pentacles. I'm so glad it's the Ace of Pentacles and not the Page. So disregard what I said about the Page. I think I spent like 5 minutes on it. Sorry. Ace of Pentacles. So it's a good thing we don't have to focus on the Page of Pentacles. Anyway, my error and mistake. If I had a production other than me and Banjo, I would just cut that out. I would cut out the mistake I made reading about this Page of Pentacles. But I did say it, so maybe the Page of Pentacles has their eye on this Ace of Pentacles. I don't know. To kind of segue into that as your tarot card reader. I did mix up this test. That's okay. I'm still your tarot card reader, okay? Anyway, so we have this Ace of Pentacles. I'm so happy it's an Ace of Pentacles instead of Page of Pentacles. Maybe there's like no, I'm just going to read it as Ace of Pentacles. So Ace of Pentacles is actually a really great to get. Ace of Pentacles is earned. It's not something that just happens to somebody, which I think is very interesting. We get it for our outside influence, considering the World Major Arcana deck card is hidden. We've had an obstacle, and I think obviously where we were successful at it, and so we were rewarded with this Ace of Pentacle. And something I think probably this reversed Empress card is not going to get. So in addition to everything that we've accomplished with these wands and air elements we have here, we get this Ace of Pentacles, which is a Aces are the purity and the simplest kind of form of the element. This here with this crow, which is not the Page of Pentacles. I'm sorry I spent so long about it. But this Ace of Pentacles here, this was given to this crow because the universe recognized this crow. Here it's represented as this kind of pentacle kind of coin, but the pentacle is an earth element, so it can be career, possessions, and yeah, things you own. So our outside influence, despite what I spent some time saying, this is a very positive card to get. So yeah. Look at me as your tarot card reader, ready to address any sort of negativity that is present. But apparently I don't need to do that right now. Things are going so well, and that's that. Let's see what our advice and solution is. The Knight of Pentacles. This is really great. Upright. And so you see the poppies, fighting kind of symbol for a poppy. If you know the exact symbolism, feel free to let us know. But as your tarot card reader who sometimes makes mistakes about which cards we're getting, I see these poppies as kind of like a symbol of a fighter and fighting. Yeah, in a very positive way, like in a knight way. And what's different about what makes the Knight of Pentacles separate from the other knights of the other elements is this determination to keep moving forward, in the sense that like playing a game of chess, or like playing something that takes a long time. There's a time and dedication spent doing this task, and no detail too small, making sure making sure everybody's okay, and not leaving anybody behind. And yeah, the Knight, it's Wands, Cups, Air, Sword, and Pentacle. So as being the last suit of the Minor Arcana deck, the 4 suits, this Knight of Pentacles is symbolized as somebody who, it's not a quick sprint. It's carrying a lot of weight, moving a bit slower, but that is still in and of itself very much obvious and symbolic of the fight and determination that this Knight of Pentacle brings. So yeah, our advice is, I guess, slow and steady wins the race. It's a taking our time to understand, I guess, understand a subject matter, understand what's actually happening, instead of like speed reading or stuff like that. And I guess with our shadow and lunar selves too. So that's good as far as our advice, whether it's something that we've had. Maybe our tarot card reading can say is saying that this Knight of Pentacles is, even with this energy storm and all that, this Knight of Pentacles was the advice that we've had throughout this card, throughout the spread, which is very positive. Despite my mistake on the Page of Pentacles. But anyway. Yeah, so the advice and solution is the Knight of Pentacles, which could be something where these cards are in chronological order that can happen after the Ace of Pentacles, which is again another great thing. You get the Ace of Pentacles and then you get the Knight of Pentacles, and that's really good. It's really positive and a really good sign. It's saying you appreciate what there is to appreciate, and you're not being disrespectful of anybody's time, and including your own, so on and so forth. And I think it could also mean it could just be that this Knight of Pentacles could be present throughout all of these cards too, which is great. So let's see what our future outcome is. Oh, the Knight of Wands. So this is great. We got a lot of fighting energy here. The Knight of Wands, a free spirit, ready to travel, ready to do all of this stuff. Very quick. These are at two ends of the spectrum, but both very positive. This one is very slow. No detail too small. You got to read it, then reread it, then reread it again. And this Knight of Wands is very quick. It's very makes almost impulsive decisions, but not with the negative connotation with that. This Knight of Wands will problem solve really quickly, but not waste time, and it's not ill-placed. Does not make mistakes, or there's not accidents with this upright Knight of Wands here. So yeah, very positive spread. And as far as positions of authority, this Ace of Pentacles here, I said this Page of Pentacles, I kind of went on about it, but I think what we can get from that is this Ace of Pentacles kind of is in a position of authority, even though it's the aces at the bottom, you know, kind of, considering it goes Ace, 2, 3, 4, all the way up to the King. I think just with the Pentacle suit particularly, there's ways you can look at all of these suits and stuff like that, but I think considering the Pentacle, the earth element of it, this Ace of Pentacles is not something that's just luck of the draw type of situation. It is a bit of a destiny type situation. It's not just given to anybody for any reason whatsoever. Especially like negative reasons. If you're kind of a negative person and not understanding and you don't care, that you don't understand, this Ace of Pentacles, you're not only, the reversed Empress is not only going to not get that, the Ace of Pentacles is going to go the opposite way, right? Which is like physics. But anyway, so this Ace of Pentacles does have a bit of authority, I guess. And as far as consequences to actions and stuff like that, this Page of Pentacles is understanding of the consequences of their actions and stuff like that. And yeah, there is a bit of authority and stuff like that, and caring, because I think sometimes with this kind of I'm saying adolescence just as like figuratively, with these pages. It's Gia. She has a little bear toy and she'll hold on to it and walk around with it, and she'll be meowing. I don't know how she does it, but she does it. But that's her meow when she's walking around with her toy. Anyway, Uh, so yeah, the Ace of Pentacles. There's a caring about how your actions affect your future and other people, which I think the Page of Cups and definitely today Page of Pentacles and definitely this reverse Empress card we have today. Um, so yeah, basically we have really strong intellectual cards. All of these cards hold a position of power and authority. I think is what I'm trying to say. Um, which is good and obviously should be recognized, right? And yeah, and we don't have a lot of water cup energy in this spread, which is interesting considering the shadow and lunar and solar selves theme we got going on today. So that's interesting. Usually that's, would be the standard, the go-to for talking about shadows and lunar selves. So I think it's very interesting that that element was just removed completely from the spread, um, which is probably good considering this reversed Empress card and what she means today in our spread. Um, so yeah, a lot of intellect and logic, a lot of vibrating at a higher frequency. So as to not be confused with an entity, subject, object, vibrating at a lower energy. So I'll go ahead and show you all those cards. My apologies for going on about the pages, but I don't like them. Or at least I do like this Page of Swords though. So we have the past, obstacle, and future. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and draw really quick, and that'll be this week's tarot card reading here on Saturday. I'm gonna take a sip of coffee. 1 second. Okay. I really like this sketchbook, by the way. If you don't know, sometimes when I'm drawing, I'll be like, well, this one isn't my favorite sketchbooks. I have other sketchbooks that I'll like more than that. But what happens every time, especially when I say that, is it happens to be like my favorite sketchbook. So whichever one that I'm drawing or I just completed is my favorite. But for this sketchbook in particular, it's one of those where I say it's my favorite sketchbook while I'm drawing it. That happens, but it's either one of the two. It's either I'm doing the sketchbook and I say, this is my favorite sketchbook I've done. Or I'm doing the sketchbook and I draw some sketches. And I'm like, okay, well, this one won't be my favorite. But then when I'm like posting it after I finished it on my Instagram, I'm like, okay, it's my favorite sketchbook right now. Anyway. Okay, so I have this right now. Her eyes are with I guess maybe the energy storm. I didn't want it to be confused with water. It's not really water. It's like a kind of like a psychedelic kind of like energy from her eyes here. Um, and since we don't have the cups today, her focus is going to be, I guess, her nose kind of area, and uh, which I did the leaves like in our major arcana deck card here in our hidden influence. Um, and of course, her eyes are a bit dark to represent the shadow vibe we got going, theme we got going on today. And I think to emphasize this kind of um, lack of water element, uh, she's a corn on the cob. Not a corn on the cob. There's the husk here. Uh, it's the corn. What is it? An ear of corn. Um, Basically, this is corn. Okay, and there's the husk surrounding the corn. Um, I like corn. I like the symbolism of corn. In case you didn't know, I think as it's kind of a Native American kind of nature-based spirituality in religion, and also in addition to that, corn for me is kind of like a Leo the lion. A very much kind of I would say corn. Is a wand and fire element associated with it. Um, so she's got that as her voice, her neck area, which I guess could be the Two of Wands. Could also be the Ace of Pentacles too. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do some stars over here. Okay. How am I gonna draw these knights? So here we go. I think how to incorporate these knights. We got two of them, Pentacle and Wand and Knight. I might just do a horse head. And I think maybe the lesson can be this absence of water and the cup element. I think the lesson can be what to take from that is you can't have a shadow without light, maybe. And with that being said, there's my our finished drawing for this tarot card reading. I drew a horse with a sun. So she has an ear of corn with some stars for the pentacle and a horse and sun for the air and fire elements. Yeah. So that's this week's tarot card reading. I apologize for mistaking the Ace of Pentacles for the Page of Pentacles. My apologies. But other than that, here's our tarot card reading. Extremely positive. I'm over here ready to battle anything that's negative, but it was not here. So that's great. Yeah, we do have this reversed Empress card, which it is not great, but it overshadows our spread and all that. So yeah, very positive spread. Very interesting spread. Very I would say detail oriented, but I guess on a case to case basis is the another important factor there. So yeah, let me know what you think. Don't let me know what you think. Y'all have a good one. Happy Saturday. And yeah, I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good one. As always, I look forward to the next tarot card reading. I'll talk to y'all later.